Just been talking about it with Greg. You're a Yorkshireman, so a Harrogate lad playing at Valley Parade. What was that like the other night?
Yeah, it's nice. You go to a local place like Bradford. It's not the easiest place to go, as we found out. They bring a lot of numbers and a lot of noise. But like I said, it's a big club. It's a big stadium, and I think for footballers, you thrive in something like that when you've got 25,000 fans around you. So I think it was a real moment for us.
Nailed it there. We handled it. It's an occasion. Nobody can get away from that. We handled it, and we were the better side second half.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I think, I think I've watched the game back two or three times now, and as soon as the second half starts, we come out firing. And we've got them on the back foot for the majority of the second half. Especially me, I should be scoring, one or two in that. And that's something I'll try to rectify on Saturday. But you know, you take it as you go, and sometimes they don't go in. But we'll do everything we can to put it right Saturday.
You do this every time, Admiral. We don't have to ask you the question. You offer it. So go on that header because you were beating yourself up. You could see on the camera. You're on the floor staring at the ground. It was a difficult chance.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where sometimes a delivery is too perfect for you, and I think I was trying to anticipate it, a bit more in front of me, and then I've got ahead of the ball, and I've had to try readjust, and like I say, I do beat myself up on those things because you should be scoring those things as a striker, but you see it in the Premier League every week. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and for me on that night it didn't, but. You best believe that I'm doing everything that I possibly can to make sure any opportunity on Saturday gets put away.
Played them three times this season. We've gone toe to toe three times. Two very evenly matched teams.
Yeah, I think every time we step out against Bradford, like you say, it's a good game. It's a really good game to watch especially for a neutral. And it's one of them now where what occasion could be better to play them? We've had the battle at Valley Parade, and it was a good one at that. I think for us, 1-0 away from home is actually a good result. You see it all the time, and then you get a home leg swing, and all of a sudden things change. I think any sort of early goal on Saturday, any goal during the game, all things change, and it's all in our hands at the end of the day. It's up to us to go out on Saturday and be the team that we know we can be, and if we do, I've got no doubt where we'll end up.
Again, you're right. We saw it with Luton last night. They've got a home partisan home crowd cheering them on. They turn the tie around. That's what it's going to be like for us on Saturday. Hopefully, the same end result.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think even as I watched the game last night, and I didn't have a hope for Luton, to be honest with you, going into it. I thought Sunderland are probably going to nick this 1-0, 2-1, and sing away to Wembley. But you get a home leg, and you've got fans behind you, and it gives you a real lift. It's almost like playing with the 12th man. And I've got every single bit of confidence that we're going to have that here on Saturday, and we'll do what we can to take that to our advantage.
And everybody's worked so hard this season. There's a real sense, you can feel it in the dressing room, of not to let the opportunity that we created go.
Yeah, I think, like you said, we've put blood, sweat, and tears into this season. Ever since 22nd, 23rd of June when we came in, all we've done is just work, work, work. And we'll continue to do so. We'll continue to do that this week. We'll continue to do that Saturday. And I think, especially for the fans, that's what we really want to give it for. They've been through some tough times as a club, and I think now we're at a stage we've got a real base and a real solidity together. And to give them a trip down to London would be unbelievable, and I think it's something that they'll never forget, and will stick in the history books. So hopefully we can make that happen.
And with the score as it is right now, just finally, Edmo, with his focus, everybody knows the job that has to be done. It's there, black and white. We know what to do.
Yeah, like you said, the gaffer spoke to us. We've spoken to each other. We know the job on our hands. And yeah, like you've mentioned, it's all in our hands. So it's whether we go out there and play the way that we know we can play, or we shy away from it, which I've got no doubt that we're not going to do. We're going to go at this full force, and we're going to give it everything we can.
Absolutely superb. Thank you.